Hello everybody, today I'm really excited to show off ThetaPlay. ThetaPlay is Theta's first desktop and mobile gaming platform where you can play NFT gated games, wager tokens, and have fun too. Now I'm really excited to show you guys all the different features and all the different ideas that we have for ThetaPlay and what we plan to do with ThetaPlay as we go forward. But before we get into that, let's take it from the top. So to access ThetaPlay, the first thing that you need to do is create an account on members.thetaplay.com. You can find this link from the main website, or you can just type into your browser directly. You can either use sign up or login. Since we're making a new account, we're going to click on sign up. Now, one of the cool things and cool features that we integrated into ThetaPlay is having the ability to log in and log out using different social sign-ins here. Now, you do have the option to use a traditional username and password, but we found it much easier for the user to be able to sign in with their social media accounts from here. I'm going to go ahead and use one of my Google accounts. And then from here, I'm going to link up my email account. And now we can see that we're greeted with a page from here. This is the members area. Now, one of the reasons why it's set up like this here is because later on, we're going to see the game in a mobile space here. That means you're going to be able to play different games, wager tokens, and trade NFTs from your mobile platform too. Now, since we just have an account here, one of the things that we're going to need to do is connect our MetaMask. It's going to ask us to approve the signature here. Now, all this does is validate your address here against our backend database system. Go ahead and sign in. Now, once our wallet is hooked up and ready to go here, we can see that we have our wallet from here. Now, one of the things you'll see here is that you can't play the game from here. We're going to have to download the entire application to our computer. So we're going to click on download for Windows. That's going to download the file. Since I already have one on my computer, it says one there. I'm going to go ahead and launch the app from here. Now, if you decide to just launch the app by itself here, you don't have to go back to that link manually here, but you do need the information from the URL to be able to sign in with your account. That links up your accounts between the app and the website itself here. One of the reasons that we did that is because there are different technological limitations with the browser. As this game builds up more and more, it's going to be important to have a standalone app, and like I said earlier, to port it to mobile, this is one of the reasons why we did it this way. Anyways, from here, we can click on Open Link in Browser, and that would take us back to the login page. But since we already have this link from here, we're going to copy this entire link. Let's go back to the game, and then we can paste it right here by using the right click. And then we can log in. Now, once we log in here, we're going to be greeted with the main metaverse floor from here. We can see that we have different NPCs that we can interact with. We can move around. Our main character is an astronaut because we want T-Fuel and Theta to go to the moon, right? Now, if we go to the bottom left here, we can see that we have some different arcade machines, and they're color-coded as of now. Some are free to play just for fun. Some are NFT gated, which means you need a specific NFT based on the NFT credit to play that game. And the final one are token spending machines here, which means you have to spend tokens to play the game. However, you might also receive a kickback tokens based on how the machine is designed. If we explore a little further here, we'll notice that there's different wings of the map from here. One of the creators that we collaborate with is Psycho KO. And once we go into this wing of the arcade here, the Psychoverse, we can see that our balance is updated from here. And we can also see that we have an arcade machine from here. Since I have a Meepy here, I can press E to play the game. And we can see that the game starts here, and I can play one of the games here. If I did not have the NFT though, I would not have access. So that's one of the things that we envision with ThetaPlay, the ability to have different creators have their own verses and have their own wings of ThetaPlay itself here, to really bring together the Theta universe. Now, that was an example of an NFT gated machine. However, there are different machines that you can play without having to buy an NFT here. These are just simply for fun here. If we explore a little further, we can go down to this machine right here, and we can play this here. We don't have to have certain tokens. We don't have to have an NFT. We can just play the game for fun from here. And you can see this is a clone of a very popular mobile app here, where we can use our mouse to slice through different fruit. And of course, we do not want to slice the T-Fuel because T-Fuel is a good thing. If we cut that T-Fuel, we will get greeted with a game over screen. Boom, right? No good. We can quit back to home. Now, the next feature that I want to show you guys here requires us to go back to the web page. So if we want to exit the game at any time, we can hit the escape key, and the game closes. Now, one of the things that's important due to the nature of the blockchain is that we need to approve certain functions within our app. If we want to spend tokens here, we need to approve the backend system to spend tokens on our behalf. Now you notice in this particular account from here, I already approved this before, but let's go ahead and run it back here just so you guys can see the functionality. And then we'll show you guys the next step. So if I want to spend tokens in a certain verse, either the Cycle verse or the Apex verse, we're going to click on approve. This is going to bring up a transaction with MetaMask from here. Now it's important to understand that this is a very common practice across decentralization and Web3 here. What we're doing is we're allowing one wallet to spend a certain amount of tokens that we have pre-approved for another wallet. Now, because of the limitations of the web browser and because we wanted to port this to mobile and have different devices from here, we needed a way to interact with MetaMask prior to launching the app from here. Since our web browser contains MetaMask and we couldn't use the web browser itself to host the game here, we're kind of doing a pre-approve, if that makes sense. Now from here, it's up to us to say how many tokens we want to approve the backend system to allow to spend here. I'm going to say 1,000. And we're going to send this transaction to the blockchain, and we should see this number change from here. Now that we're successfully approved, we can refresh the page, and we can see that number change from there. So it's important to know that we can go up, we can also go back down if we change the allowance from here. If something happened hypothetically here, I can always revoke the allowance here back to a lower number. Now the next machine I want to show you guys from here is on my Android phone. So you notice this is a pre-alpha release, that's why it looks a little bit different from here. But one of the coolest features that we built out in this wing of the arcade is a machine that allows you to spend tokens and wager tokens too. So we call this the Apex Dino machine. So you can see my balance at the top left and take note of the final 2 digits from there. I should say the final 2 digits of the final 4 digits here. So we have 9191.5. If I press the action button to play this machine here, it's going to make sure that I have a certain amount of tokens in my account. I can play a casual mode where I have the dinosaur jump over top of different obstacles in the way here. Of course, if I run into one, that's game over. And what we can do here on the right side, we see we have skill mode. And what we can allow the user to do is to spend tokens here and have the possibility of winning tokens too. So if we hit this, we're going to wager 100 tokens, and this send a request out to the network. If we get over 1,000 points in the top right there, we're going to get 1,000 tokens back. So notice, of course, I didn't go over 1,000 tokens. Let's go back to home, and we'll see a decrease in the amount of tokens I had. So of course now we have 9091.5, right? That's 100 less tokens. I'm going to run it back again. This time hopefully I can go over 1,000 points here to get tokens back to see that the reward system is in place too here. Now you'll notice one of the things that happens is as the game increases here, the speed of the obstacle starts to increase too. Now we're running a little bit laggy here, and that's because this is a development build, and I'm also recording the video on my phone too. So you notice since I got over 1,000 tokens, we see in the top left, we see the word tokens appear. And if we go back to home here, we can see it now we have the ability to get airdrop tokens to our account, and we have increased functionality to this TNT20 token, which a lot of projects so desperately need. So now we can see an increase in the amount of tokens in my account from there. Now there's a ton that we plan to do with ThetaPlay. One of the features that we wanted to add in here is the ability to trade NFTs here in a counter, almost like a prize counter in a traditional 90s arcade, right? So you could play a game, you could earn tickets, or you could earn an NFT here, and you could trade that NFT in for different tickets, or you could use tickets to redeem NFTs here. We also plan to collaborate with different creators and allow them to have their tokens have functionality and have their NFTs have functionality on Thetaverse or in Thetaverse. So each different project on the Theta blockchain would have their own wing. Some of the creators that we're collaborating with currently here, although we didn't have them ready just as yet here, we're planning to launch them. That's why we have an under construction wing from here. We also plan to launch many more arcade games here and different arcade machines here to really bring users to this app and allow them to have a ton of fun with the app. And then finally, of course, we want to port this game to all different devices here, from iPads to iPhones to Android to Macs to Windows here, so this way creators can play from anywhere in the world. We hope you guys enjoyed this sneak preview of ThetaPlay, and we can't wait to show you guys what's next.